Welcome to What's New at your Monson Free Library. This is our November edition, and as you all are aware, for November we always do Foods for Fines. So from November 1st through December 12th, you get $1 off overdue fines for every non-perishable food item that you bring in. It's up to $5 per transaction. So all the donations go to Monson's Open Pantry, and we hope you take advantage of this. It's a great program. Get those fines down. And remember, it's November 1st through December 12th. Our normal monthly programs, we've got a lot going on. We keep adding more. First of all, we added a Tuesday morning book chat. The next one is November 10th at 10:30. Light refreshments and coffee will be served. This one is an organizational meeting. We'd like to know what kind of books you want to read, what do you want to talk about. If you want it to be something else, it could be. But since we're open on Tuesday mornings now, we're trying to attract the senior crowd. I know all of you are out and about and doing your errands and your shopping, so we thought this would be a great way to capture that audience. So come on down November 10th. We're going to organize, pick a book, or whatever you want to do. Come tell us what you want to see at your library, and we will have light refreshments, so hopefully that'll get you in. We have Appetite for Art, one of my favorite programs, and that's a brown bag lunch program. It's November 18th at noontime, and bring a brown bag lunch. We talk about art. You do not need to know anything about it. It's a very free-for-all group, but you will learn a lot. This month we're talking about abstract expressionism. We're studying two artists, Mark Rothko and Richard Diebenkorn. We do have books available at the library if you want to learn more about them before the discussion. And again, that's November 18th. We also have another book group in a land far away book discussion. That will be on November 19th at 6 p.m. And please note, this isn't our usual day for it, but it falls on Thanksgiving, so we moved it up a week. This month, we will be reading A Spear of Summer Grass by Deanna Raybourn. We have copies available at the library. We have large print, regular print, audio. If you're interested, please come pick up a copy and come to our book group. Again, November 19th. We have Explore Technology. This is a great program because so many of you come in here and say, I don't know how to use Overdrive or ebooks, or can you help me put that app on my phone? Can you help me set up an email account? That's what this program's for. It's Tuesdays, 11 to 1, and Thursdays, 5 to 7. Call the library or come in, schedule a 20-minute appointment, at least 20 minutes, we'll see how it goes from there, but we'll get you started with what you need to know about technology. So this goes on every week, so there's a lot of opportunity for you, but please take advantage of that. I know you have a lot of questions. And then of course we have our Scrabble night, friendly games of Scrabble, always the fourth Tuesday of the month. It will be on November 24th at 6 p.m. Everyone is welcome. So that's what we have going on this month, but I do have a few other announcements. I want to let you know that we're closed on Veterans Day, which is November 11th, to honor all our veterans, and of course on Thanksgiving, November 26th. Our Friends group has been very, very busy. They are having a bake sale on November 24th, just in time for Thanksgiving, so come get some desserts for your Thanksgiving table. It's a Tuesday. It will be from 2 to 6 at the library. Also, make sure to visit your Friends of the Monson Free Library at the annual Monson Arts Council Craft Fair. Memorial Hall finally is open again, and they will have their regular booth in their regular spot at Memorial Hall. So that's the weekend after Thanksgiving, and we hope to see you there. And finally, I'm really excited about this program. It goes into December, but I want you to mark your calendars now. We have an author coming on December 5th. It's a Saturday, from 1 to 2:30-ish. He will be doing a book reading and book signing. The book is, although hard to read with the barcode, but Massacre on the Merrimack by Atkinson. We are so excited. This program is being sponsored by the Monson Free Library, the Friends of the Wilbraham Public Library, and also the Palmer Public Library. So we're all joining in to get this author here. This is kind of regional history, takes place in Haverhill. It is a true story about Hannah Dustin and her captivity and revenge in colonial America. And just remember that signed books make awesome holiday presents. So we're very, very excited to have this author come. So please mark your calendars for December 5th. And We hope to see you at the library, and we hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Hi, I'm Sandy Courtney. I'm the Youth Services Librarian here at the Monson Free Library, and I'm excited to talk to you about what's going on in November. November is all about gratitude and Thanksgiving, and so I would be remiss if I didn't start off by talking about those that I'm grateful to that helped us out so much in October. So please be patient with me as I say some thanks. First, I want to thank the National Honor Society for coming in and helping to decorate the library and help out for our Boo Bash, our big Halloween party that is so much fun every year. And we are so grateful that they chose us to help out as part of their volunteer service to the community. We're just very grateful for their participation. I'd also like to thank our brand new teen advisory group. Their first project was to decorate my trunk for the PTSA trunk or treat, and they did a phenomenal job. And they made a haunted forest out of my trunk, and it was fantastic. They did an amazing job. Their next big thing that they're planning is a gingerbread contest in December. Their next meeting is on Tuesday, November 17th from 4 to 5. That is for kids in grades 7 through 12. So if you know a kid in that age range, we're looking for them to participate. Their voice, their library, we'd love to have them get involved. Speaking of the PTSA's trunk or treat, they donated all the leftover candy to us to use for our Boo Bash. So I apologize if your kids left here very sugared up, but we really appreciated the donation. And we're gonna pass it on. That leftover candy from the Boo Bash, we're actually gonna have our little ones at Storytime decorate little bags, and we're gonna pass that on to the food pantry here in town. So I love that community collaboration. It's just, I'm so grateful for it. It's a great community. Speaking of collaboration, the Collaborative for Educational Services has done an amazing job with the First Steps to Reading workshop here. We were very grateful that they chose us as a location to do this wonderful 4-week program for parents with little ones up to age 5 that is part of, it's funded through the Department of Early Education and Care. And this program has provided support and learning tips for families with little ones, again, up to age 5. It was a 4-week program that will be wrapping up here in November. The participation has been fantastic. We had like 16 families participate, and they've learned a lot. They've been able to support one another, and we're very grateful that the Collaborative chose us as a location. We hope that we'll be able to do other programming with them in the future. And speaking of collaboration and gratitude, I would be remiss if I didn't mention our friends. The Friends of the Monson Free Library have funded our Boo Bash, and they also allowed us to pay for Andrea Newland to do a sewing class for kids. We had little ones, well, they weren't that little. They were in grades 2 to 4, learned how to hand sew. They did a 4-week program, and that was funded from our friends at the library. And we're just so grateful for their participation. If you are not a friend of the Monson Free Library and you'd like to be, drop by and ask us about it. New friends are always welcome. They help out with funding for programs. They help out with advocating for the library. They do a monthly bake sale. And the funds that they raise enable us to do programming that just wouldn't fit in our budget otherwise. So we are incredibly grateful to them. So that covers what we're grateful for. Let's talk about what we're going to be doing. In November, all of our preschool story times on Wednesday mornings at 10:30 are going to have a theme of gratitude. We're going to start off talking about our veterans and doing a support program for the veterans at the Holyoke Soldiers Home again. Last year we did a project and it was so successful, I can't wait to do it again. We basically took items off the wish list from the Holyoke Soldiers Home and we collected them here. The kids decorated cards and we're very excited to be involved. And then we delivered that all up to the Soldiers Home before Christmas. So items that are on their wish list were the simple things like body lotions and shampoo and body wash, that kind of thing. They're looking for full size though, not the little travel items. Things like those great plastic cups that have the covers and the straws, large print word search books and crossword puzzles, DVDs, movies, musicals, and old TV programs are really popular. Not VHS, nobody has VHS anymore. DVDs, though, are very popular. Back scratchers. They love the back scratchers. Those are some of the highlights. I'm going to have a list published, though. I'll have it printed up next to the desk. If you're interested in supporting this project, we welcome involvement from the whole community, and we look forward to bringing that package up just to let the veterans know how much we appreciate them and their service. And it's such a great thing for the little ones to learn, too, and they get so excited about being involved and giving back. And I think it's never too, kids are never too young to learn how to give to others. So. But we will be focusing on other things that we're thankful for, like our family and our friends and our homes. So if you have a little one in preschool, feel free to join us for story time every Wednesday morning at 10:30. If your little one's even littler, I do a bounce and rhyme baby time on Friday mornings at 10:30, and that's for the smalls up to age 2. It's all music and movement and rhythm and super fun. And then we break out the toys and the little ones get to play. That's on Friday mornings at 10:30. So let's see, what else do we have going on? November is National Picture Book Month. I bet you didn't know that. We're gonna have a fun project going here in our children's room. We're gonna have, when you come in, after November 1st, look for it. When you come in, go to the left, and there's gonna be a big poster that's gonna have silhouettes of various famous picture book characters. And we're going to have kids match up who the silhouette is with the name of a picture book character. And all of those entries will go into a drawing for the end of the month. We'll have a special prize. It's a surprise. You'll find out at the end of the month. 1 entry per week, please, kids. Let's see, what else do we have going on? We are still reading with Ben every other Wednesday. That program is, Ben is a poodle. In case I haven't mentioned that before, he's one of our favorite little volunteers. He's about this big. This is a program for children between kindergarten and grade 3, and they come in and read with the dog. It's a great program for reluctant readers, kids who might be having some issues with reading aloud, kids who just need some practice, kids who just like dogs, who maybe don't like to read too much. Ben is again a small poodle, so he's not scary, he's not judgmental, and kids really get to develop their skills. It puts the fun back into reading. So registration is required for that program. Again, it's every other Wednesday. In November, the dates available are November 4th and November 18th from 4:30 to 5:30 in the afternoon. We ask you to call and reserve your spot, and each child gets about 15 minutes with Ben. So our middle school book club will be meeting again, Stacks and Snacks. This is the group that made sure that I included snacks in the name of their book club to make sure I brought them snacks, I think. They'll be meeting on Tuesday, November 10th. The book they're going to be discussing this month is Zero Tolerance by Claudia Mills. It's really a great book. It brings up the question of what happens when it's the good kid who's breaking the rule at school, even accidentally. If we have a zero tolerance policy, what does that mean? So I'm looking forward to the discussion with this group along this book. Reading next, they'll be reading Gabrielle Zevin's Elsewhere, which is also a pretty interesting look at what happens after we die. So these kids they're pulling out the big stops. They're like ready to talk about some interesting issues. So if you have a middle schooler who's interested in getting together with us, reading some interesting stuff, it's a fun crew, and we would love to have them join us. For the elementary crew, our Wonder Club will be meeting on November 19th. The Wonder Club as in, I wonder what Miss Sandy has for us this month. This month we're actually going to be doing an I Spy program. So there'll be stories and crafts around an I Spy theme on November 19th. That's from 6 to 7 in the evening. So for my folks who can't make it to story time because they work, or just for, actually it's more elementary kids though, kindergarten even up to grade 4. Although we do welcome little siblings, they're always welcome. And this month, we do actually have some Saturday things going on November 21st. It's International Games Day. Who knew? So we figured, let's break out the games. So that's going to be a drop-in program, all ages. Kids can come, and we'll have everything out from Jenga to Apples to Apples. I have a bunch of cool Harry Potter games. I was thinking I'd get those out. So they'll be out. You can drop in anytime between 11 and 1, and we would be happy to see you. If you have any questions about anything, please feel free to give me a call or drop by the library. You know where to find me. We'd love to see you. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Hold on.